Hi, this is Dennis Pethers with the latest news from the rooftop. And my goodness, right now I'm feeling a little bit exhausted, if I'm honest, but also exhilarated by what's happening. Been traveling a lot since I last spoke to you. I've been in Texas, speaking at Oakview Baptist Church, a church I know the people there really well. And it was great to be with people that I know and people that know me. And I was able to preach to them and speak about really what it means to be following Jesus and making disciples in a world which is now, well, post-COVID, but goodness, so much happening, isn't there, in this world? I mean, if ever there was a time for us to be urgent about making disciples, it has to be now, doesn't it, with all that's happening across the world. So I pray for you that you'll be doing that, as well as listening to me sharing some news about the rooftop today. Since then, I've been in Florida, all over Florida. I was in Jacksonville, met with some leaders there and a pastor sharing the vision of the rooftop. Very excited about getting involved. Then I had an amazing experience. I went to Tampa to a church called the River Church and spent a day there and was able to look around their huge campus, hear the story. And what really, really excited me about being at the River Church was I met people all over the place. It's a huge campus. And the pastor, Rodney, kept saying to them, "What's your passion? And how many people have you won for Christ?" And they would give a number. But then they would share just out of their heart how passionate they were to see souls being won for Christ. And my reflection as I just think about that was so often when you ask that question, there just isn't that passion. So for me, it was exciting to be in a place where people were full of passion. And you might say, well, Dennis, so let's be a bit cynical. Perhaps when they give these big numbers of hundreds coming to Christ, are they all really becoming Christians? I don't know. What I do know is this: a lot are. And sometimes we become so reserved about expecting anybody to come to Christ that we never lead anyone to Christ. But and I was able to speak there as well in the evening and share the vision of the rooftop with a huge crowd of people, not just at the venue but across the world, because their gatherings are televised. And as I was sharing about the rooftop, many of them immediately clicked on our website to say they wanted to be connected with what we're doing with the rooftop around the world. So it was really exciting for that. And I just welcome all you new people that have joined us just in the last few days there and in other places too. And then from there, I was able to go down to Miami, working with Love Miami, which is across the whole city, a conference that they had where I spoke. And also as part of that conference, I took a group of leaders to a rooftop. We went to a hotel rooftop looking across the city of Miami and praying that God would break our hearts with what breaks his for that city. And it was just amazing, some of the testimonies that people shared of how they saw for the first time that God had to do something in them to transform them so they'd be ready to transform the city. And one person in particular shared that for so long the church has been praying God change the people outside the church, but now she realized God needs to change the people inside the church so that we'll be ready to go and join Jesus' mission outside. I'm now in Tallahassee and looking forward to speaking with some pastors and at a conference later on today. But just wanted to say this as I close this update from the rooftop. We are approaching rapidly now the global encounter, where we pray that tens and tens of thousands of people all over the world will go to rooftops, look across their community, and ask Jesus how they can join him in his mission. And to do that, we do need funds. We don't typically ask for funds. We certainly don't do it every time when we do a newsletter, because we don't want to keep on bombarding people with the request for funds, but we do need funds so that we can help our pioneers all around the world in some of the poorest countries of the world to go out, share the vision of the rooftop, broadcast, teach, make disciples who make disciples. So please, if you can help us, please would you go to our website and hit the donate button or whatever other way you can. We may even leave some information here for you to do it. So please, if you can, if God touches your heart to make a donation, to make it possible for us to motivate the church around the world, to get a fresh vision of God's heart for the lost, and then join Jesus in his mission. Please, 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 would you do that? Thanks so much. God bless you. Next time I'll give you an update. I'll probably be somewhere else in the United States, and I'm sure I have lots more to tell you about what God is doing. God bless you. And don't forget, stay on mission with Jesus yourself. Thanks so much. Bye.